This is Dr. Kanchan. I welcome you again in this video. In today's video, we are going to discuss about what is the data collection tool observation. So let's start the video. So now we can see the first slide. Introduction to observation. So what is observation? As a means of gathering information for research may be defined as perceiving data through the senses like sight, hearing, taste, touch and smell. Observation is a systematic data collection approach. Researchers use all of their senses to examine people in natural settings or naturally occurring situations. Observation of a field setting involves prolonged engagement in a setting or social situation. Albert Bandura, a psychologist and learning theorist who first proposed social learning theory, can be credited for first having noted observational learning. So what are the purpose for observation? So observation enables the researcher to gather empirical data which are difficult to obtain by other means. To enable the researcher to gather sufficient data to supplement or verify information gathered by other means. The researcher to gather information or data needed to describe the aspect of a variable being studied which cannot describe accurately without observation, and it enables the researcher to gather directly primary data or first-hand information for his study for a more accurate description and interpretation. So there are the different types of observation like naturalistic observation, controlled observation, structured and unstructured observation, participatory or participant and non-participatory, which is also known as non-participant observation. So let's start with the naturalistic observation. Naturalistic observation, in which observing people in their normal environment, often used in the study of animal behavior. So there are some advantages and disadvantages, like used to gather new ideas. The entire situation can be studied, more insight is gained, and there are some disadvantages like not possible to observe all type of the behavior in a natural setting. Many instances of behavior do not repeat themselves. The second is controlled observation. It carried out in a laboratory. The observer decides where the observation takes place, at what time and under what circumstances. It is standardized procedure are used. So there are some advantages and disadvantages likewise. For advantages, it can be easily replicated by other researchers by using the same observation schedule. Observer can have control over variables, a less time consuming method compared to naturalistic observation. The disadvantage is participants behavior differently since they know that they are being observed. So structured observation, also called systematic observation, coding scheme is used by researchers. It is a data collecting method in which researchers gather data without direct involvement with the participants. So the structured observation have some advantages and disadvantages too, like greater control of sampling, measure of error. It permits stronger generalization and checks on reliability and validity, similar to a survey, but questions are not asked. The disadvantages are language and cultural barriers. People may behave unnaturally as they know that they are being observed. Then comes unstructured observation. Unstructured observation, as it is depicted by the name unstructured. It is not structured, it involves the researchers recording and behavior they can see. The advantage is that it provides rich qualitative data, and the disadvantage is that it can be difficult without the use of recording equipments. For example, observing children playing with their new toys, field observations, or surveys. Participatory observation, or it is also known as participant observation. So, participant observation involves active participation of the observer. Participants observation is of two types. One where the participants are aware that they are being observed, which is called overt participant observation, and the other where participants are not aware that they are being observed, which is called overt participant observation. The advantages are researchers able to be honest with the group in over participant observation. Covert participant observation may be the only way to gather knowledge on illegal activity. Not knowing that they are being observed avoids observer effect. Disadvantage is it may lose objectivity and become biased. Non-participatory observation. Non-participatory observation, or which is also known as a non-participant observation, involves observing participant without actively participating. The advantages are participants tend to act more realistically. Researchers has no influence over the situation, and the disadvantages are observer may not get a feel of what is happening, harder to find or back up a hypothesis without influencing the participants. Thank you so much everyone for watching this video. Namaskar.